Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more Battletech. We are back for the next mission of our flashpoint, the Opportunist Part 3. So, now that we've taken up with the prisoner, Hadley, on her offer for more gain, I think we're going to go ahead and see if we can squeeze out as much that we can from this whole little scenario. He's still going to the Federated Suns, so that's not a bad thing. But we're going to go ahead and see what we can do here and see if we can make a little bit of extra money on the side. So this is a target acquisition. Now, I think we've done one of these missions before, so it's not particularly familiar. So our objective is to deploy beacons to a target facility. Triangulating them will allow friendly faction forces to make their move. Okay. Well, fast mechs. Okay, well in that case then, I think we're not going to bring our assault mechs. I think the heaviest we'll go is, well, probably a heavy. So let's see, what else could we bring? We could try out our Battle Master. We did play around with that in the last one. We could bring that. That's not a bad idea, although, to be honest, the Stalker is probably a good call here. If we're potentially going after multiple targets, we may need a little bit of extra fire support, although that is an assault mech, so maybe not. Let's see. Cataphract, nay. We bring out our other Marauder. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Yeah, go with two Marauders, a Black Knight, and a Griffin. That seems like a fairly good call. Let's bring that out. And I think we'll dive on in. Should we, or should we just let... No, we definitely will. We'll give that the first shot. Just, again, make sure the mech is nice and safe as we normally do. So let's go ahead and see about that. Let's go ahead and deploy. I think that should be fine.
MechWarriors, prepare for combat.
Alright, well, hopefully this is the right choice. We will find out sooner or later if it was. Also, the good news is, having that Griffin that is a medium, we're going to have some nice maneuverability there. So if we do need to go for a quick sprint and get ourselves a target, we can do exactly that. Also, it's not exactly helpless either. All those SRMs do an incredible amount of damage. Now, if you'd like to join on in with all of the damage dealing and join the Leviathan's Marauders, please do let me know in the comment section or community post. All that you need is a first and last name as well as a call sign, and we would love to have you on board the Argo. If you want to tell us more about the pilot, that would be cool. If not, we're happy to ask no questions at your hiring. And if you are concerned whether we're still accepting submissions, you will see a cutoff in the community post if you are unsure whether we are. I'll let you know when we've reached the end. Alright, so before we go, let's make sure we read our mission briefing. What we must do is take over the artillery control facility. Okay. I'm glad that you decided to listen to reason, Commander. You'd be surprised at how many so-called mercenaries lack the savvy to jump on an opportunity like this when it presents itself. Now that the LosTech cache that I'm sending you after is close to our location, but there's a catch. It's sealed away in a defunct mine shaft. I have got a way in, so follow my instructions and we'll get rich. Alright then. Let's see, I don't trust Hadley or Sweeney or whatever her name really is for a second, but she should be secure enough in the repair bay's makeshift brig. My advice, let's go in expecting a double cross and let's monitor Hadley's cell. At the first sign of trouble, we'll double back and get her to Lady Cunningham. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and begin and see how this goes.
Command interface initiated.
Alrighty, okay, Commander, tell your forces to put the game faces on, because there's going to be a lot of lovely salvage out there for the taking, and we're only going to get one shot at this. Alright, spare us the pep talk, Hadley, we don't need it. Now, you said that this vault is buried in a mine somewhere? At the base of a mountain, yeah. I've sent you to this AO so you can capture the artillery. You'll need to crack it open. I can't imagine the planetary's government is going to be happy about us using their own artillery piece to blow up a mountainside. Probably not, but who cares? Now that the facility is in front of you, now that the facility is in front of you has the control relays you'll need to capture in order to hijack the military's big guns. Take them all and we can get those shells aflying. Alright then. Navigate it handily. We've done this kind of job before. Good, then you probably won't mess it up. When the job is done, circle back to the repair bay and we'll divvy the loot. Okay. Well, we need to hold it for a round in a couple of locations. Yeah. Controlled targeting relays in the allotted time of 8 rounds. And destroy incoming hostiles. Alright, so... you, my friend, are hostile. You are target A, target... Second. Does it tell us which one's which? Alright, well that's A, this one's B, and that one's C. Okay, so what we'll do is I think we'll make our way up first. The road I don't think is going to make a huge amount of difference. Let's just swing our way around here and see what we can find.
Moving out.
We just want some quick movement. Right, it does look like we have contact with a marauder, but it is in ramshackle condition, so that should be nice and easy to handle. Oh, wait a second. And what's this? Command. Okay, taking less damage. Alright, well that's from this mech. We can handle that.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, let's bring... I think maybe we run the Black Knight up through here. Maybe try and cut the difference. They hopefully can... Yeah, the Griffin can get to the road. But we're going to try and cut our way up and through. Griffin can probably run down and double back is my hope.
Roger that.
Everybody else, you know what? I guess that rough terrain's a little bit of a problem. Let's go... Yeah, there we go. Keep within eyesight and range. That should be beneficial. And then for our other... Oh, wait. The other gunslinger. Let's go... where do we want to run? I think we'll just bring Rannoch up
you want done?
behind these
What's up,
others,
boss?
assuming I can click on the correct position. Alright, there we go.
Location confirmed.
Alright, so... gonna see what happens here. First of all, we have some pretty good movement, so let's bring...
Good to go.
Rannoch, you can take full shots against them.
How
That
might I
isn't too
help?
shabby. And then...
Ready for orders.
well, I guess we may as well make the most of this while we can. Let's go... let's move on up.
Moving out.
We'll go with a precision strike and clear the way for our Griffin. Alright, and one is down. That's what we want.
I hope we can salvage that.
That should mean enemy turn. We're not seeing anybody else. Let's bring...
Commander?
let's sprint with Ranger. Let's get her as far up as possible.
On the move. Full speed.
Oh, alright. And what is that? A Thunderbolt. Okay. Well, we should be able to handle this fairly well.
I've been sensor locked.
Sensor locking is annoying, stripping us of that evasion, but
Awaiting orders.
we can make do. And you know what? The Griffin, I think we're going to go ahead and reserve. We should be able to handle this fairly well. Alright, do they run closer? No, they're backing on up. Okay. Interesting choice. So, let's go ahead
You have orders?
and... Between Rabbit and myself, well, I'm not going to get any moves, so let's just go ahead and sprint our way towards the fray. Let's go... let's set up
Full
here.
throttle.
Anybody else moving around? Does look like firing some long-distance PPC shots at our Black Knight. Fair enough, they did have that sensor lock. And that is another 65-ton mech. Okay, so...
What's the plan?
Rabbit, let's get you close as we can. I think we could circle round, but I think this is going to be the best option for us. Get us some eyes on target. In fact, yeah, we'll stay along the road just to see
Have no
if
doubt
that does
it will be done.
get us a little bit further, a little bit quicker.
Let's go.
Alright, more resolve back is always nice. Let's bring...
Ready to get it on.
Ooh, Ranak, you can actually get some decent shots, it seems. No, only with a Gauss rifle?
Reporting.
Well, we could almost get you to the location in time, so that is good, but we will move somebody else first then.
Yes, Commander.
Let's see. Could follow up with some decent shots here. You know what? I think what we're going to do here is we're going to reserve. We're going to see if we can bait them a little bit
let's see
closer.
what happens.
We should be able to take a salvo or two. That Griffin's nice and evasive, so we shouldn't have to worry about too much damage incoming. And it looks like they have reinforcements as well, alright. And again, no hits. And what else have they got? A cicada, okay. Firing on the Black Knight. Alright then, well, you know what? That is very easily managed. We should be able to deal with that quite effectively. So, since I'm in the closest Marauder, let's go ahead and see what shots we can take. Yeah, we have some very good damage here. Let's go 95, 85, 75, 65. We have better shots against the Thunderbolt that's closer, so I suppose that's what we... Actually, let's go for the Thunderbolt further back. That seems like a good plan. Just make sure that our Griffin has a good direction to advance on. Let's go ahead and go for that cold headshot.
All weapons committed.
Nope. And nicely done. Alright. Taken out.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Mind you, I didn't actually pay attention as to how much heat we are generating. So we should probably check that out. Thunderbolt, what have you got here? No, just playing defensive. Oh, and we can probably do another full, another full salvo at least, so that's not
Standing
too bad.
by.
Alright, Ranak, you can... Gauss rifle, or maybe go after the cicada, but again, that's not really
Yes,
a concern. Let's bring... Did we focus on that Thunderbolt? We could probably take that out. Yeah, we've got pretty good shots here, so let's go ahead and move on up.
Affirmative.
We'll, again, just make sure that we blaze a path through for our Griffin.
Firing on target.
Yeah, the fact that these things are so poorly armoured is certainly making
One
it
less
a lot
target.
easier to eliminate them. Alright. Yeah, more targets coming in. That's fine. We can manage this. Let's go.
Orders.
I think what we do... Do we focus here? Let's see. Not quite enough resolve.
What's the plan?
Let's go... I think we're going to go for a good old-fashioned sprint across to our target, and I think we'll go over here. That should be fine. We can use our jump jets on the next one, I'm fairly sure.
Confirmed.
Yeah. That'll be nice and safe, hidden behind all those factories.
Waiting for
And
orders.
then, Ranak, let's go ahead and move... yeah, we'll work our way towards the top of this hill. Let's go... let's just go ahead and take shots at the cicada.
Confirmed.
We can just... If we can fix them up a little bit, that would be nice. We're definitely going to want to drop some weapons, though. I think, one weapon down to cool down. We don't have fantastic odds. Well, let's go... You know what? We'll cool off a little bit more. This is only going to be to graze this thing. It's already got cover. It's got a stack of evasion. Our shots aren't fantastic. So we may as well mitigate our heat.
Target confirmed.
And see what we can do. Alright, so...
It's go time!
How is that thing forming? Alright, looks like they've got their Thunderbolt moving first. Yep, taking shots at our we'll call it Griffin, going for the objective. That seems reasonable. Let's see how that Cicada is doing. Oh, so close to busting up that leg. That would have been nice. Alright, well... Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's go...
How might I help?
Rabbit, you can get over here fairly easily. If we go jump jets, slightly out of position, we're not going to be able to do a U-turn and get any shots. So what do we do here? Do we just use this so we can do a 180? No, I think we maintain your evasion for now. Let's move our Black Knight. Let's move that up to cover in the target zone. Yeah, we'll focus on that Thunderbolt there. That should be fine. We've got that objective as well. Commander, looks like the locals aren't super pleased about what you're doing. Expect incoming fire any second now. Is that meant to be artillery coming back at us? Or are they just talking about mechs? I think they're just talking about mechs. But let's go ahead anyway and finish off that Thunderbolt. Yep, you can see plenty of shots were on target there. That is one thing down.
Enemy down.
Very nice. Yeah, control targeting relays in the allotted time. We should be able to do that nice and easy. Let's go.
Receiving you.
Rannick, you're not really getting any good shots on target. Oh wait, no, we can. There we are. You know what? That will do nicely. Let's focus on that trebuchet. I honestly don't care about that Cicada. It's
Acknowledged.
practically toast. So let's go ahead and get rid of the... let's get rid of the more annoying mech with the LRMs. Alright, how did we do? Pilot injury, but still
Reporting
alive. But that's not what we are after. Alright, fine. Let's go ahead and... Let's see, how did we do? How close did we get to the kill? Oh, 2 hit points off. And that sucks. Oh well.
Awaiting orders.
Rabbit, let's go... move and do a U-turn. I suppose that's all we could really ask of you. We'll go ahead and get that done. Actually, if we go sprint... Yeah, short of destroying the building, we're going to have to run the whole way around, so... A regular move should be sufficient. And we'll just turn
I
around.
understand.
That is the second location. Or at least it should be. Yes. Ooh. Well, that was a couple of shots. Let's see, how are we doing? We do have, yep, all units in correct locations. That is ideal. Let's get our Marauder. Let's go... Well, we have choices, but I think what we're going to do here is we're just going to go ahead and sprint forwards. We'll open up for some better shots on the next turn. Yeah, that Warhammer is already taking some damage. Yeah, so if it starts at 16, we'll see how much heat damage it takes on the next turn. Alright, you're almost out of time. Quit dragging your feet and get those targeting relays locked down. I don't think we're particularly worried. We have 4 rounds to make it there. I think our Griffin can sprint it nice and easily in
Minimal.
probably 2 rounds worth.
You have orders?
So let's go and Is this a dangerous zone to stay in? I don't think so. Let's go... let's work our way around here. That should be fun for one.
Roger.
Keep you nice
Full
little
speed.
evasive. Maybe use you as a nice little distraction for them. And then...
Awaiting orders.
Ranak, let's go... I guess we're going to take shots at the... Oh, you know what? If we stay where we are, we could take shots. Ooh, but we are rather toasty. Man, alright, fine. Let's go... Let's go with a regular move. We'll get closer. We'll focus down that cicada, I think. We'll send a less potent volley. We're going to try and cool ourselves back down again. I think at this point... Yeah, that should be fine. Just go down to a Gauss rifle and ER medium laser. That should either take out a leg or something. Like, there's a good chance that we could just straight up kill that mech. Yeah, let's just go ahead and fire.
Roger that.
Alright, so that thing's still kicking.
Scored a critical hit.
Well, that was at least worth a shot. At least we're doing some damage to somebody.
Receiving you.
Our Black Knight can then go... Do we just follow up and get the kill? I think that's what we do.
Good to go.
Yeah, let's focus on him. That will bring us up to a very toasty spot. In fact, I really don't think it's going to be necessary. Let's cut off a couple of weapons that are not as damaging. Actually, you know what? What we could do is maybe drop off a pulse laser. Yeah, that'll get rid of a bit. And then... Large pulse laser is probably contributing a fair chunk. And then let's see. Yeah, let's drop off one more medium pulse. Between all of these remaining... Yeah, between those four, that should be enough to kill off this thing, or at least bust a leg, or... Yeah. Let's go. Alright, and there we go. Center torso down.
Enemy down.
That will do. Alright. Trebuchet coming in. Still has one set of LRM-15s. Not a concern for us. Easily handled. Let's now bring... Let's get ourselves up into position and let's focus on that Warhammer. I'm going to go ahead and take that thing down. I think it may try and come in for a melee potentially. Oh, wait a second. And it looks like even though it was overheating and took structural damage, it does not count towards the cockpit. Well then, let's make sure we fix that up with something else instead then.
All weapons committed.
Well, that'll do it.
Give them everything you got.
Yep. Alright, well,
Enemy mech destroyed.
that is good. Alright, Trebuchet coming on in. Nothing too concerning there. We can fix that up nice and easy. Let's get Rabid.
Yes, Commander.
Let's get Rabid into the... Okay, fine. We'll have to deal with that next turn. Well, between all of that,
Yes, Commander.
evasion and cover, we're perfectly fine. And let's just use...
Reporting.
Yeah, there we go. We can finally get Ranik within range to shoot.
Let's move.
Should probably share that around. I'm sure he'd be a little bit frustrated at having poor target selection. Let's go for that Trebuchet and say goodbye to him.
Here it comes.
Alright. There we go. That is everybody dealt with.
One more for the kill.
And we
board.
should even have enough time to get everybody else where we need to. So let's go... We'll bring the Black Knight across towards Rabid. Just make sure that there is a little bit of follow-up there. And then this Marauder can go ahead and take a safe position, securing this flank. Alright then. Rabid,
Reporting.
move on in.
Have no
And I
doubt
think
it
that
will be
should
done.
be the end. So let's go, we'll brace. And then let's go ahead and reserve. Whoops. And I
Reserving
think
action.
that'll be the end of the mission. There we go. Alright, looks like the big guns have a target lock, whilst the fireworks should begin any second now. Heads up, I'm seeing movement from the artillery emplacements. Looks like they're getting a lock on their target now. Alright, shot out. Cue explosions any second now. Alright then, well that is the danger zone. We are... Yeah, well that danger zone's nice and easy to get away from. Where is the evac point? Over there?
Commander.
Alright, well let's get Rennick's Marauder over there. We'll go around here. And then...
Receiving you.
Get ready to, yeah, move into position over there.
Confirmed.
No, no signs of any
Awaiting
contact.
orders.
Let's go ahead and just sprint you just for the sake
Moving
of it.
lightning fast.
Means we don't have to worry about bracing or what have you. And, oh, looks like we need to backtrack ourselves.
Full throttle.
Alright then.
Warning. Incoming artillery fire.
Yes, that is to be
Good to
expected. Well, let's go ahead and,
No shooting.
get ready to
just
watch the
running.
fireworks.
Reporting.
Yep, we're already here, that's fine.
Move order confirmed.
And then,
You have orders?
no, we'll just brace here. And myself, I'm gonna go ahead and get closer.
Full throttle.
Alright, there we go. And here comes the impact. There we go. Well, building down. Fire control, this is observer actual. Good effect on target, targets destroyed. Alright then. And now we need to extract before reinforcements arrive. We might get paid more. But we don't get to... You know what, honestly, we're already going to have too much salvage as it is. Let's just bail and be done with this. That'll be fine. Alright, we'll go ahead and reserve them, and
Holding. For an advantage.
let's just sprint ourselves there.
Full throttle.
Alright, and we are out. Fantastic. Well, that's done it. Assuming that the info that Hadley gave us was true, the vault containing the LosTech should be cracked wide open by now. Let's go check it out and see what we've got.
Mission successful.
Alright then, good showing people. Quick, quick in and out, and there it goes. Building destroyed, and hopefully there is a nice little cache inside. Alright, so we got extra pay, that is all well and good. 120,000 C-bills is nice. And, yeah, everybody who was taking shots did get kills. Griffin didn't, but that was busy taking on all of the objectives. So, let's see what we've got for salvage. 70 tons, not quite what we're after. Let's go for 75 and grab that Marauder. That will be fine. Then let's follow that up with the red part of that Warhammer. That should be sufficient. No real weapons that we're after. Let's see what else they gave us. So they did in the end give us a full Thunderbolt. And then some more. Okay, well, I'll happily take that. No problems there. And then, yeah, just weapons after that. Alright, well, that's not too bad. That'll at least put us in good position to finish off a couple of mechs the next time we come across some Thunderbolts. So, yeah, a very solid outing. Now comes the real question as to this Miss Hadley and what kind of problems she could cause or has created for us. Alright, let's see what we've got. Or at least as soon as the game finishes loading. Oh, and there we are. Thank you very much. Alright, there goes Yang. Let's go ahead and chuck that into storage. Thunderbolt as well. And see what happens. Alright, Commander, I've got some bad news. Like, really bad news. Hadley is gone. Her cell is empty and nobody's seen the repair crew boss in more than an hour. They're probably on their way to the nearest jump ship in Hans Davian's pleasure yacht by now. Yeah, I knew we shouldn't have listened to anything she had to say. How are we going to explain this to Lady Cunningham? Leave it to me. I'll figure out some way to spin this that doesn't put our reputation down the drain. It won't be fun, but it'll work out fine. This won't be the first time I've had to talk down an angry client. Oof. Well, we're getting a message on the comms, Commander. It's her, Hadley. He's addressed it to you. Hey, Commander Hobbs, you're probably pretty upset right now, huh? No buried treasure, no captive to send off to the royal dungeons. Not a great day for you, hmm? I empathize, I really do, but until an hour ago I was sitting in a jail cell. Anyway, I'm not leaving this message to gloat. Well, maybe a little bit, but you did just me a solid. Plus, you're heavily armed. Where I come from, that counts for something. When you talk to Lady Cunningham, you can tell her that she'll find my accomplice passed out on the first Prince Davian's yacht, which will be moored at the coordinates I supply you. One of the lifeboats will be missing, and I cleaned out the ship's vault, but otherwise, his extremely valuable pleasure craft is completely intact. Lady Cunningham will be furious that I've escaped, make no mistake, but with luck she'll be pissed at her repair crew, not at you. And the return of a priceless dropship that they'd probably written off by now would help score you at least a couple of points. With that, I'm going to get back to doing my own thing. Have a good life, Commander. One that hopefully doesn't resolve around putting an end to time. Well, I find it infuriating that she's getting away with this like any other title. It was in her interest to ditch the pleasure yacht. A ship like that is too conspicuous to fence, and as long as she had it, there'd be a target on her head. She isn't doing us a favor, she's drafting us into cleaning up her mess. Well, that's absolutely true, but it's also true that returning the yacht will work wonders for our rep with House David. They've probably given up on ever seeing it again. My advice, let's put all of this behind us and find another job. I'll be happiest if we never have to think about Ayesha Adley again. Ayesha? Again. Peculiar name. Alright, roger that, Darius. Let's move things over with Lady Cunningham. Alright, thanks. We're gonna need it. Alright then, well. Yeah, it seems that pit boss was going to help her out anyway. It seems like we just got a little bit less than we bargained for. Alright, a couple of autocannons. I suppose that's nice to have. Some arm mods, more autocannons. Ooh, 2 parts of a Kintaro. I suppose that's not bad. A ballistic TTS, and again, more jolly autocannons. Good grief. Alright, and a million seabells.
Ready to fight, Commander.
Well, that is quite nice. Well, either way, let's go ahead and chuck that into storage. And now comes the question as to what we want to do. How is our reputation going with people? That should be something we should double check on. So let's head to our quarters and see. So Federated Suns are incredibly happy. Kronos Combine is good, same with the Free Worlds. Polaran Commonwealth is a little skewy with, and the Canopus is very happy. And Pirates well, could be better, could be worse. Okay, so it looks like we need at least 4 more reputation with the Pirates to get back into the honored position. And then, yeah, it looks like the Taurans and the Capellans are always going to be unhappy. Oh, and we're also up to the 1000 rated, 1000 rating on the mercenary review board. Very nice to see. Alright, so let's see. Is there anything we can do here to help fix up our situation? I don't really see anything. We could do that, but again, unnecessary. And then ambush convoy. Again, just we don't have anything worthwhile. Okay, so let's just do a quick double check from the store, and then we'll figure out a new place to go. And there's only more autocannons here. No surprises. Alright then, fine. Let's go to the star map and see where we wish to travel to. So, at the moment, we do have a couple of flashpoints. These little glowing dots. We have one over here that expires in 71 days, which will be against House Steiner. And then another one against 125 days. Then more against Steiner, but this one's for the Capellans. Alright, well... Oh, and then we do have this one here for the campaign. Well, that doesn't have an expiration date, so I think what we'll do is maybe we'll grab one of these while we're up here. I'm thinking this one, 60 days, yeah, we'll go ahead and grab that. Except, let's see, is there any other black markets lying around that we have not yet visited? The answer is yes. So that'll cost us 20 days. We should be able to do it 20, 40, there's 60 days in total. Sure, we can make this journey in time. So let's head over there first. I'm going to go ahead and set course. We still have a good 22 million sea bills, not including anything else we wish to sell off. So we should be fine. I don't think we have any injuries for anyone to recover from, and the mech bay is fairly quiet. We seem to have finished off all of our modifications at this point. So until we find some better weapons, it's going to have to be what it is. Ooh, Solaris Championship. Darius stops by your quarters to recite an invitation. On behalf of our barracks denizens, I am formally charged with requesting your attendance at an assembly of the MechWarriors in the lounge this evening. Libations will be consumed alongside screening of the recent Solaris Championship. In a less official tone, Darius adds, Decker managed to pick up on an official holovid somehow. I expect that our MechWarriors are going to watch the fight and get very drunk. Alrighty, I think we're going to go ahead and join on in. Why not? Alright, as you arrive at the lounge, Behemoth is saying, come on, we all know it's going to be Norton again. Ah, yes, Norton. Decker elbows her and stops and nods at you. We're just about to get started, Commander. Take a seat. Alright then, Solaris Championship is about one-sided as expected, but the real highlights of the evening occurs when Behemoth and Decker get into an alcohol-fueled argument over the relative merits of mechs involved. Morale also increases by 1. Alright then, well,
Got the financial report.
Always good to see that happening. Let's go ahead and we'll go with a normal. In fact, sure, let's just go ahead and do that. Pay our people as per standard. No need to fix up the morale, not really worth the cash. Alright. Now let's see what we can find. Alright, we'll leave that dropship behind. And hopefully this black market has a few things that we're after. There are plenty of things that we could get our hands on. I think... What do we want? We want medium pulse lasers. Preferably the very well modified ones. And then I think maybe some other miscellaneous weapons to boot, but those would be the real thing that we're after. Alright, some more mechs. Again, we're not really looking at increasing our mech bay there. Looks like we have PPC with less tonnage and more damage. We may pick it up if there's nothing else going on. More Gauss rifles. Again, they're only getting those 2 modification chips. Really want the 3 if they have such a thing. LRM 10s, we have plenty of those. Medium lasers, again, more than we need. Same with SRM 6s. Tag and rangefinder. Again, all of these are not really that helpful for us. Alright then, fine. We'll pick up a second SRM 6 that's heavily modified. It's only 133,000. But if something does happen to one of our mechs, it's probably worth having 2 to replace whatever's there. And then I guess we'll go... Did we buy the PPC laser? We could chuck it on the Battlemaster, but I don't think it really provides us with that much extra. No, I think we just leave it by and see if we can have fun with what we already have. So I guess we're going to go ahead and say goodbye to these guys. Let's go... Actually, you know what? We should sell off a couple of mechs while we are lying around. Let's go... we'll sell off those other Disco Hunchbacks. Get rid of them. Get rid of that Kintaro we just picked up. And the 3D Marauder. Yeah, let's just make sure that we are topping up our supplies, and then we'll keep our little trophy Irby. That should be fine. And then, if only there was a way we could order things by number. That would be particularly nice. We'll sell off these. We'll sell off those. And I think that will do for now. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get rid of them. Oh wait, accuracy and stability damage. You know what, we're not using these things as it stands. Let's just sell off everything but the highest modified. And then we'll do the same for a couple of AC-10s. Sure. That seems good enough. Less things we have, the better. Right, there we are, and we'll keep that, and we'll sell off all of those standard AC-20s. Right, that will do for now. Gives us a little bit more cash, but takes a little bit out of our inventory. Head back down to the star map, and let's see. If we were to fly there, that'll take us 24 days. We have... what's that? 41, so that would leave us with a remainder of 18. If we go through here, that would cost us 18 days, assuming it's about the same. Sure, I think we just might go ahead and check out that black market as well in Zanzibar. We are leaving this one here, but this is on the path and I don't want that to expire. So let's quickly travel there. That should be fine.
Course now, Commander.
It'll cost us 18 days, but it's only, what is it, 2 or 3 to the jump ship, and then probably the same on the other side. So all in all, I think if my estimations are correct, we should be safe. We'll get close, but we should be fine. So, ooh, what have we got here? The Volkovite Pilgrims. You and Darius have finished networking for a new contract on Alasha and are walking through a farmer's market with Decker, who is on shore leave. A street preacher suddenly appears at your elbow. Have you heard the good word of the Volkovites? He presses a pamphlet into your hands. As he does so, you can't help but notice the watchful gaze of a patrol of soldiers wearing the livery of Liao. The preacher studies the insignia on your gear. You were there when the Capellan stormtroopers descended on the Great Pilgrims. You are the saviors of the Prophet. Alright, so, you know what? I think what we'll do is... yeah, we're going to go ahead and send Decker, and we will send him to distract the troopers. Otherwise, we might be able to get in trouble. So, let's go ahead and do that. Let's see how Decker plays as interference. Right, Decker approaches the young soldiers and has soon captivated them with heroic mech stories from a fellow Capellan. Turning to the preacher, you admit your role in the escape of the Volkovites. The locals in the market surround you with thank yous and questions about the Great Escape. They also ply you and Darius with gifts of fresh fruits and vegetables, as well as folksy arts and crafts. It's all a bit overwhelming. Darius says, Commander, we made the right call. I think the crew back on the Argo will be encouraged. He gestures broadly at the crowd to hear that we've made a difference. Alright, so increases morale, that's very nice. The Volkovites, I believe, were from another flashpoint, and we're essentially told to wipe them out, but we may have upset the Capellans and helped them escape, because realistically their views weren't what we were told that they were, and we weren't going to essentially annihilate a whole peoples just for some very middling thoughts of the universe. So it's nice to see. Nice to see that there is some payoff. I'm glad that they thought that much through. It's always good to see in a game. Makes the universe feel a little bit more alive. Alright, well, here we are at Zanzibar. Let's go ahead and check out the store. Let's go... yeah, let's skip off all of the... what do we call it? Mechs. For a second then I thought that was an old SLDF one which I hadn't seen, but I was just misremembering the proper, what do we call it, designation. Autocannons, PPCs, small lasers, small pulse with less heat. We already have 5 of them, so not really what we're after. Same with the Ultra Autocannon 20s. Oh man, we're not going to be able to get anything to fit, are we? Alright, well, you know what? We have one, we may as well buy a second one of these arm mods. I think that'd be fun to chuck in something if we could. It only weighs a single
New
ton.
equipment available.
Gyros we don't need, and we don't need that TTS either. So, I guess it's back to the stars, and off we fly. So, let's check this out. That'll take us 20 days. It expires in 23. Yes, we have
Roger that,
managed
Commander.
to
Course plotted.
time that out rather perfectly. Alright, well, unfortunately...
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
Unfortunately, no real boons from having checked out the black markets. But, you know, sometimes it's a hit and a miss. After all, these aren't exactly reliable stores, and we can't just put in an order. Although that would be nice if they do give us such an option. But I'm sure that's probably a mod or something for somebody to create, if they haven't already. So, good for those who know how to do such things, but I'm just happy playing as is for now. Alright, so what have we got here? More travelers in need. Alright, we've had this before, periphery pox. We have some antivirals because we've picked some up. Let's go ahead and share those. We will be able to reacquire them, so let's go ahead and do that. And there we go. That has increased reputation with the Capellans. Fantastic. So, long story short, morale has increased. We helped some people in need with some medicine that we picked up earlier. Our purchase of those antivirals certainly has paid off. It's the second time now we've come across that. Alright, so there we go. Let's depart from the jump ship and see what is in 5 days. Ooh. Alright, so the planet's a fair way from the from the jump ship. And we could begin. What do we have here? Tonnage requirements have a maximum tonnage. Okay. We will keep a note. A rare mech upgrade. That could be nice. Consecutive against... this is for the Capellans. I think what we'll do is we'll double check the store first if there's a black market, which there is. The Capellans hate us enough that they're not willing to do business with us regularly. Ooh, ER small laser. Do we want to chuck that on? You know what? That's probably worth it. Let's pick that up.
New
And
weapon systems
then
available.
a better exchanger. I suppose that's not bad either. We'll grab that.
New equipment available.
And then the rest... You know what? It's a nice upgrade. We'll go ahead and grab it. Not that I
New
think we really
equipment
need it.
Available.
And then, let's see. That's about the end of things. Yeah, you know what? I don't think we necessarily need it, but we'll chuck on the extra rangefinder just in case. Alright, and I think that's where we'll probably end things for today. We'll come back with a flashpoint and see how much we can get through that tomorrow. So if you do want to see that episode, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.